Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello and welcome to NewslinkIndiana.com for Monday, March 13th, 2006. I'm Abby Walton. A tornado watch during the daytime is hard to miss, but what happens if a watch or warning is issued overnight? Newslink Indiana's Laura Warfield shows you how to be prepared.
When severe weather threatens, where do Hoosiers turn? This season, weather alert radios are top sellers, and with good reason.
People need to have something on their bedstand that's battery operated that will issue a tornado warning when they're sound asleep.
The radios come in many brands and sizes, all registered with the National Weather Service. The more expensive types, called SAME radios, allow the user to customize their own radio.
With the same radios, you'll only hear it when it affects the counties you have programmed in.
Delaware County Emergency Management Director Bill Gosnell says his team's trying to install a local transmitter for better reception. Radio Shack manager Jim McDonald agrees the area needs better signals.
They can't get them up here soon enough.
In areas of bad reception, using an outdoor antenna along with your radio is going to be your best bet.
But whether they buy an antenna with the radio or not, McDonald says people make it a top priority.
They thought they were a $69 luxury. Now they're a $69 necessity.
Evidence Hoosiers take this season's threat seriously. In Muncie, Laura Warfield, Newslink, Indiana.
You can also find weather radios at Lowe's or order them online. Rising waters are causing drivers to go out of their way. About 2 feet of water covered Indiana Highway 1 between 700 and 800 North this morning, closing the road. It happened after the Mississinewa River overflowed after heavy rainfall. The Indiana State Highway Department says the river usually floods in spring and fall and cautioned drivers to avoid the area. The earliest the highway will reopen is tomorrow morning if the weather cooperates. A Hartford City man accused of killing a baby while driving intoxicated goes to trial April 10th. 24-year-old Justin Reitzman will stand trial for the 2005 traffic accident that killed the child. Police say Reitzman ran a stop sign and hit a vehicle driven by 34-year-old Orlando Simpson of Marion. The baby was in the passenger seat. Reitzman faces up to 8 years in prison. Busy McKinley Avenue on the Ball State campus is now the focus of a new computer game. Newslink Indiana's Jennifer Fike explains how one man took his frustration out without ever getting behind the wheel.
It's road rage for the computer generation, a chance to take out your frustrations behind the wheel with your keyboard.
This is a great way to release some of that stress and release some of that road rage and put it into a game.
The online interactive game McKinley Road Rage was created by senior John Jackson as a class project. The objective? Get your friend to class on time or they fail. The route? Busy McKinley. The rules? Don't hit planters. Don't hit a character named Happy Friday Guy. But you must run over pedestrians.
It's a goal for them where they want to, if it's a shoot 'em up game or even kind of a racing game too where they can crash, you know, they always want to beat themselves. So if you play the first game and you kill 5 people, okay, when you play again you want to kill 10.
When driving down McKinley Avenue, it's easy to see why someone could get frustrated.
I think every Ball State student feels that both when they're driving and when they're trying to cross. And when you're driving, you feel sometimes that people just get in the way, they don't look.
The university says it does not violate school policy since the game was a class project.
If we kept it cartoonish and very, fun and not realistic, people would be able to decipher the difference between, again, real life and non-real life.
In Muncie, Jennifer Fike, Newslink, Indiana.
To play or view the game, go to our website at newslinkindiana.com. And a tentative agreement has been reached that will give Governor Mitch Daniels authority to lease the Indiana Toll Road. The major moves deal would give the state $3.85 billion immediately from an Australian Spanish business that would provide money to lease the road and collect tolls for the next 75 years. The popularity of knitting is hitting all generations. Newslink Indiana's Rachel's Dib shows you how one age group puts their talent to use.
It's a time to socialize and learn basic and advanced knitting skills for the group of women who range in skill levels from beginner to intermediate.
It's challenging, okay? It helps you stay on task and finish something.
Some work on scarves, while others work on sweaters and vests.
I just enjoy it, and I get to the point, I want something that is more than just knit and purl. I want a pattern. I want something that will make you stop and look.
Knitting has become such a popular pastime in recent years that the elderly are finding a lot of time on their hands, that they can knit sweaters for Knit for Kids, kids who don't have as much in disastrous areas.
It's love goes in each stitch, because I can't give a lot of love to one and not another to the other one. And it's just a love I enjoy doing.
Ferris has taught senior citizens for 28 years. She's now working on her 29th sweater for Knit for Kids.
Charlotte is very good at helping you with your stitches and very, very helpful. And she knows what she's doing. Excellent knitter.
Stitches that bring love to each sweater made. In Muncie, Rachel Stibb, Newslink, Indiana.
About 4,000 sweaters are produced a month by volunteer artists. And now here's Jennifer Cook with a look at our forecast. And Jennifer, last night we definitely had some thunderstorms in the area.
Yes, we did the whole weekend. Lots of rain, lots of thunderstorms. In fact, the whole Midwest saw a ton of severe weather. In fact, there were some fatalities with some of the tornadoes that we saw in Missouri and in Springfield, Illinois. 6 fatalities total in the 113 tornadoes reported yesterday. 26 injuries. Flooding was provided throughout Indiana through most of the weekend. 1.68 inches of rainfall locally. Some parts of southern Indiana saw even more. Through this evening, make sure you watch for lowland flooding and flooded roadways, and that's why we are under a flood warning. In fact, until 6:45 this evening, and we're under a wind advisory because of the gusty winds outside until 7 p.m. this evening. Overnight tonight, expect chilly temperatures because temperatures are going to continue to fall from the 67-degree high we saw this afternoon. Locally, 30 degrees this evening, 30 Indianapolis. Behind the front, even colder conditions in Illinois in the upper 20s to mid-20s this evening. For the day tomorrow, expect temperatures to warm back up, but not much. In fact, they're going to be 10 degrees below the average, 50 for this time of year. Locally, 40 degrees, 43 Indianapolis, 42 Lafayette. Low 40s out towards the west. We're really feeling the effect of this cold front. It's going to continue sweeping through the area this evening. And we're also seeing this trough of low pressure. So behind it, much colder air is going to swing down from Canada. Then we're going to see high pressure control the weather pattern through the day tomorrow. So expect some sunshine. Then we're going to be watching this system that's developing out towards the west. As it develops, we're going to see a rain-snow mix move in for the day on Thursday. In fact, depending where our temperature line is, we could see a little bit of accumulating snowfall. Before tonight, expect very windy conditions with winds out of the west at 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts near 40 miles per hour. Keep in mind there is a wind advisory until 6:45 this evening. Overnight low 30 degrees. For the day tomorrow, 40 degrees. Still windy with the winds out of the west, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Keep in mind the average is 50 locally, 10 degrees colder. So we are feeling the effect of that cold front that brought us the severe weather this weekend. The 5-day forecast is going to show a slight warm-up Wednesday, 47 degrees. Then we're going to see a rain-snow mix move in for the day on Thursday. Thursday, 40 degrees. But as temperatures fall early on in the day, that's where we're going to see some of the rain change to snow. Next weekend, expect a chilly weekend.
So we just got a taste of spring. Now we're back to the winter months.
Hopefully we'll see warmer conditions next week.
Yes, thank you, Jen. And a local library now offers more than just books. Muncie's Mering Hunt Library is hanging a local artist's spiritual-themed work as well as setting up children's art as a way to get community support for local artists and attract patrons. Each month, the library offers various artworks such as ceramics, oils, and acrylic paintings for the community to view and also purchase. And if you would like to buy the artwork, you can get that, and it's available at the Mering Hunt Public Library. And those are the headlines for East Central Indiana for Monday, March 13th, 2006. Please join us again tomorrow right here at newslinkindiana.com.